If I could start from zero today, I would ignore 90% of the financial advice you hear online. Not because it is wrong, because it is a trap, and I am going to prove it to you in the next 60 seconds. Let me tell you something I have never said in a public interview. In my lifetime, I have watched people lose millions, not to bad markets, not to recessions, not to bad luck, but to a single belief they never once questioned. A belief most of you are carrying right now today inside your own mind. And because nobody ever told you it was wrong, you have been making financial decisions based on it for years, maybe decades. I have seen billionaires fail because of it. I have watched people who earn more money in a year than most families earn in a generation end up with nothing. And the terrifying part, every single one of them thought they were being smart. This is not a video about investing. This is a video about why most people stay poor forever, even when the money is right in front of them. My name is Warren Buffett, and I'm going to tell you the 5 things I keep in silence. The beliefs that actually built everything, the ones that never make headlines, the ones the financial industry praise, you never figure out. Are you ready? Because the first one starts right now. Secret number 1, your greatest financial asset is not your money. It is not your portfolio, your income, your intelligence, or your connections. It is your reputation. And this single misunderstanding, the failure to protect it, has made more intelligent people lose more money than any market crash I have ever witnessed in 93 years of living. Here is why. Your reputation is not just a social concept. It is a compound interest machine. Every time you keep your word, it grows. Every time you do what you said, even when it is expensive to do so, it grows. Every time you walk away from a deal that smells wrong, even when the number is real and the temptation is loud, it grows silently, invisibly for years, and then one day the phone rings. And it is the kind of call that does not come to people who cut corners. I have seen the opposite play out too. Brilliant people, I mean genuinely brilliant people, who could run circles around me, technically, who made one compromised decision, one quiet moment of moral laziness, one handshake with someone they knew they should not trust because the money was too good to refuse. That decision did not just cost them a deal. It ended their access to every deal that would have come after it. This is where most people make the most expensive mistake of their lives, and they book it as a win because the short-term number looks good. They do not see the compounding cost of the reputation they just sold. Not until years later, not until the calls stop coming. Your wallet can be refilled. Your reputation, once broken, is almost never fully restored. Guarded more fiercely than you guard anything else you own. Now, before I go further, I need to ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why most lottery winners are broke within 5 years?
Have you ever wondered why professional athletes, men earning more in a single season than most people see in a lifetime, file for bankruptcy? Have you ever sat with the uncomfortable truth that some people seem to attract money magnetically while others earn more every single year and still end up in the same place? The answer has nothing to do with luck, nothing to do with education, and everything to do with what I am about to tell you. And this is the one that most people refuse to accept when they first hear it. Secret number 2, most people do not have a money problem. They have an identity problem. From the moment you were old enough to absorb culture, you were being trained to believe success looks like a specific thing, a specific car, a specific house, a specific watch, a specific lifestyle, posted to a specific audience for a specific kind of validation. You were taught before you were old enough to question it, to measure your worth by what you display. This is where most people stay poor forever, not because they do not earn enough, because the moment they earn more, they spend more to prove it.
the money comes in one door and leaves immediately out the other, because their entire sense of self is built around consumption rather than creation. I have lived in the same house in Omaha since 1958, $31,500. People cannot wrap their minds around it. How does one of the wealthiest people on earth live in a house like that? But that confusion is precisely the point. I do not measure my worth by what I own. I measure my life by what I have built, what I have learned, and the people I have been able to help. My house is not a reflection of my net worth. It is a reflection of my values. And my values have never required a display. I want you to be honest with yourself right now. When you make an expensive purchase, genuinely honest. Are you buying it because it serves your life and brings you real joy? Or are you buying it because of what it signals to people who may not even care? Are you spending to live, or are you living to spend? The truly wealthy people I know, not the ones who look wealthy on a screen, but the ones who are structurally, sustainably, generationally wealthy, they get more satisfaction from a compound interest statement than from a luxury purchase. Money for them is not something to be displayed. It is something to be deployed. There is a difference, and that difference is the entire game. Now, here is where this gets dangerous. And I mean that literally, because the third secret is the one I have watched destroy the most money in the most painful ways among the most intelligent people I have ever known. Doctors, lawyers, engineers, people who can solve enormously complex problems with precision and confidence. One market move, one bad headline, one number going the wrong direction on a screen, and all of that intelligence simply disappears. What takes over is older than intelligence, more powerful than logic, and entirely divorced from reason. This is the one decision that has made people lose millions. And the most devastating part, they believed in the moment that they were being rational. Secret number 3, never, and I mean never, make a significant financial decision when your emotions are loud. Think about what actually happens during a market crash. Prices drop, stocks go on sale. Every calm, rational analysis says this is a buying opportunity. Smart money should be moving in. Prices will recover. They always have. And what do most people do? They sell. They watch the number going down on a screen and feel, not think, feel that it will only keep falling. The pain becomes unbearable. And so they sell at exactly the worst possible moment. And then when the market recovers, as it has recovered from every single crash in modern history, they are watching from the sidelines poorer than when they started wondering what happened to them. I have seen billionaires fail because of this. People who built extraordinary things over decades, unmade in a matter of months, because they let fear drive decisions that should have been made from data. I have sat through multiple crashes in my lifetime. Every single time the news was apocalyptic. Every single time serious, credible people told me the world was ending financially. Every single time I did very little. I held in some cases, I bought more, and every single time those were the right decisions. Not because I am smarter than everyone else, because I built one rule early and I kept it without exception. I will never make a major financial move while the market is panicking and I am panicking alongside it. Here is how you apply this in your life. Before any significant financial decision, selling an investment, taking on debt, starting a business, making a large purchase,